Hello and welcome to a slow flow Pilates designed for those experiencing endometriosis and any associated aches and pains, including pelvic pain. For our first exercise, we're going to be seated on a mat and bringing our hands to our belly to bring our attention to our breath. With your inhale breath, I want you to think about your belly blooming and sinking with your exhale. Blooming inhale, sinking exhale. I'm going to invite you to come back to this breathing style a few times throughout today. Take your time with it. You don't have to follow me with each inhale and each exhale. If it starts to get a little bit too uncomfortable focusing on your breath like that, let it return to normal and come back to it when you feel ready. One more. Okay, keeping our left leg as it is, we're going to tuck our right foot behind us. If this doesn't feel uncomfortable, remain seated as you were before. Right hand to the ground, you're going to reach your left hand overhead into a nice big side body stretch and then taking it the other direction. See if you can apply that same breathing style that we just left into this movement as well. This time with your inhale breath, focus on the side of your rib cage. See if you can get it to expand, kind of like an accordion. Opening laterally. Let's go for two more. And last one. Changing over to the other side, left foot tucking behind us, left hand to the ground, reaching to the sky, and add in that breath when you feel ready. Trying to get as much length from your rib to your hip as you can. Got our last few to go. And last one. All right. Making our way out of this pose, we're coming up onto our hands and knees. Hands underneath our shoulders and knees under our hips. We're going to bring our left foot out to the side and then through the center, and then the same with our right. Out to the side, through the center. We're targeting some deep hip rotators here that sit nice and close to the pelvic floor. Ideally, we get these guys to lengthen and relax, and then gossip to the pelvic floor group, placing a bit of length through them as well. Good. I'm going to do one more here. Lovely work. Now see if we can take both of our feet out to the sides, as wide as it feels comfortable for you to do so for that little stretch. Walking your hands forward, we're going to drop our head through our shoulders. I'm going to feel that nice stretch through our upper back. Let's focus on our breath here as well. Big, deep inhale. Slow sinking exhale. That accordion is opening across your back. with your inhale breath and sinking into the stretch with the exhale. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Let's walk our hands back up. Feet return to normal. And then we're going to rock back so we can lift up into our high kneel, bringing our right foot forward into this split kneel shape here. To target the muscles in the front of our hip, we're going to tuck our tail under and push forward into that stretch. And if that feels good, you can stay there, or we can deepen that stretch by reaching our left hand over our head. I'm going to move in and out of this stretch here as well. Tucking, pushing, and then reaching. Only pushing into some slight discomfort here. And trying to breathe throughout. As long as we're not holding our breath through any of this today. You might choose to play around with that breathing style that we started with, especially if things are a little bit tender in some stretches. Okay, let's do 2 more here. And last one. All right. Changing sides, left foot comes forward, tucking our tails, pushing forward into your hip. At that reach if it feels nice for you. Tuck, push, and reach. You might choose to hold these poses just a little bit longer than what I'm demonstrating as well, and that's okay. Push, reach. We've got our last few to go. Two. And 1 more. Lovely. All right, back into our high kneel and then down to our hands and knees. Moving into our cat and cow stretch, we tuck our tail and round through our upper back. And then we relax our bellies into the ground, roll our tailbone back towards our head, and look forward. Exhaling to arch. Inhaling. Relaxing your belly into the ground here with this inhale breath. Final few to go. And last one. Nice work. Sitting back into our child's pose. You can take your knees out wide to deepen that stretch to the inner thighs. Walking your hands forward. Now is a good time to focus again on that belly breath, getting that expansion with the inhale. And sinking into the stretch with the exhale. Or exhale breath like you're blowing out a candle through pursed lips. Let's walk both of our hands off to one side of the mat to deepen that stretch along the side of our waist once more. Taking a few breaths here. Two more of those breaths. Now to walk off to the other side. Breathing into the sides of your rib cage with your inhale. Three more breaths here. Two. And last one. Slowly making your way back up. For our next stretch, we're coming up into a split kneel. Left knee stays down and right leg goes out straight. Hands come down to the ground. We sit back to deepen this stretch and then we rock forward. Let's take a few movements here before you layer into it. Feel it out. Now stay in your hands. We're going to keep our left hand down, threading our right hand through, and then reaching up to the sky. Dropping our right shoulder towards the ground as we thread under. And opening our chest out to the side. Maybe up to the sky. Pairing our breath into this one, we're going to exhale as we reach under. Inhale as you open up to the sky. Two more here. And last one. Changing sides now. Starting with a few rocks. Now let's hang out in the hands. Right hand stays down. Left hand threads under. And we reach. Trying to drop our left shoulder down towards the ground, opening our chest to the sky. Exhaling here, inhaling here. Our last few to go. Two. And one. Okay. For our final setup, we're going to come down to lie on our backs. And moving into a glute stretch, we cross our left ankle over our right knee and pull behind your right knee to deepen it. We'll keep it down as is if that feels like a good enough stretch for you. Again, using those slow sinking exhales. To relax any tension you might be feeling in the body. Not just within the glutes. Notice on how your jaw feels, how the muscles in your face feel, how high your shoulders are, if they're closer towards your ears. See if you can relax them away from the ears with your exhale. Alright, changing sides. Right ankle crossing left knee, either staying there or pulling behind that left knee to deepen it. your breath. Slowing it down. Taking note of where any tension might be again in your body. Seeing if you can relax those spaces with your exhale breath. One more here. And then both feet return to the mat. Out of our glute stretch, we're going to rock our knees from side to side, gently letting them fall to one direction and then the other. Inviting some movement back through the body after that little hold. Nice and gentle. Let's do one more in either direction. Beautiful. And coming back to our breath.
Music
Hands on our
licensing
belly to feel for that
reimagined.
movement. Big inhale. Slow exhale. Letting your belly bloom into your hands. And slowly fall. Letting your body sink that little bit deeper into the mat with each exhale breath. And I like to close your eyes here. Take your legs out straight if that feels nicer for you. Feel like you could do with a little bit more of this breath. Pause the video now. Keep it going as long as you feel like you need. Thank you so very much for joining me for that slow flow. I hope you feel that little bit lighter.